Hi, I will show you some extra material this week, so maybe you can explore it during the holiday time. I was inspired from this video. I will also link it to the Canvas page. It's really a quite simple way of making some animations that will also probably help you to design and explore new ways of communicating your design ideas. So as you see, it's quite really simple, and it has quite a nice effect actually. But as you see, those are not really modeled things. They are just planes that are put next to each other. But they have also some animations, so it is quite a really rich way of communicating through pictures. So I will just give you some examples, and of course this is quite a lot of work, so if you are really going to do something like this, it will take a bit more time, but it's really simple actually. So we will use GIF animations, and we will use them as materials in 3ds Max. And so our scenes will be animated with the existing animations that we found somewhere else. First, we need to have a GIF. So I will search for some GIFs in the internet. So we were like seeing some animals moving. So I will search a similar one. The best way would be that we don't have a background, so I will also write clear background. So as you see, we have some nice results. I choose this one because it's a cartoonish animation, so I need to save this file. I have it also here, so I will call it horse animation. But 3ds Max does not understand the GIF, so we need to take each frame out of this animation, which is a more proper way of animating things. Also for 3ds Max, we were taking the animations as videos, but if you have more time and you would like to do some post-production, it would be best that you take the animation in frames. So we need to look for another website that can take the frames out of our GIFs. For GIFs, I quite use this one. So, but probably there are also other services that can do the same thing. We were actually not doing this one. Let's say GIF to image. Yes, it should be like split GIF images in frames. So I searched for GIF to image sequence. We need to have PNGs. So you can see that this GIF is made out of those frames. For this one, it's quite a lot, but for many GIFs, it would be like 4 or 5 images. So we need to download this one. So we have PNGs here. So I will extract them. So they are separate images now. We can now open our 3ds Max. So 3ds Max is now open. We need to know the dimensions of the picture. So it's about 93 to 64, which we need to have a similar proportioned plane. It was the other way around. So we will use this plane is for our GIFs, for our animations plane. I will create a camera from my perspective. So I pressed Ctrl C, so it creates a physical camera, which is from my perspective view. I will open the material editor. For this one, we need to use not physical materials, which we were actually most of the time using it. We need to use an Arnold material, which will be in surface and standard surface. And for maps, we need to go to the maps and here we need to use also, from the general maps, we need to use bitmap. We were like mostly using this one, but this time we need to use this bitmap, which is under maps, general and bitmap. So we need to go to our image sequence, which we turned them into PNGs. And we need to also select that this is a image sequence, so it does understand that. As you see, each picture is 1 frame. I guess it did not understand that this is an image sequence because it has a really long name, so we need to change this first. So this was our GIF, and we need to rename all of them. So I will just say A, and I need to write a number next to it, so it will understand that it is a continuous frame. So I renamed all of them. As you see, it's just the name and the number. So I hope this time Max can understand that it is not a single frame, but it's a sequence of frames. So better I delete this one and add in another one. So now you see that it understands that it is a sequence. So we will have all of the pictures. I will select the first one. And it asks us from which frame it should begin. It's the first one, but it's called the 0. And the end frame is 10. And we can also adjust how many seconds it should wait. But for us, it's not that much important now. So I will just say OK. I need to have another one because we have a transparent background, so it should understand that these backgrounds should be taken out. So we need 2 maps actually. So you see that it already created a image sequence file. So we can just select this one. For the second bitmap, this will be our color. And this we will use the same bitmap as a transparency map. Therefore, I just clicked this one and the properties of it appeared here. So I will use it as a transparency map. But I guess I need to also invert it, so it will understand that this black part will be just used and the white parts are not going to be rendered. And this is the opacity map actually. Or for other materials, it is also called transparency map. So I need to connect this map to the place where it says opacity. And if we did all the things correctly, we will see our horse here. So I guess it seems quite fine. You can also adjust when you go to the map. You can adjust the frames also here. So start frame, and if it is going to be a loop or it will be just played and rendered at the end. So in order to our horse to gallop, I will make another plane that will act like a floor. And I need to animate it because we are not really seeing the animation here. When we render it, we will see it at the end, so don't worry if this does not animate at the moment. I guess it's just okay that it touches the ground. So I will select auto key. I will just move the plane and the animation inside the plane will be rendered. So this is the beginning. And somewhere here it should end. And also somewhere here it should end. So if you do it quite correctly, it will seem quite nice. Somewhere between here and here it does not move that much. But for now, for us it's not a big problem now. So I will just use till 45 because I don't want to wait too much for my animation. So I will adjust the length of my timeline. So this will be the thing I will be rendering. I close the auto key and I go to render setup. I will render the whole frames from 0 to 45. I will choose a smaller resolution, even something like this. I need to select the render output. I will call horse animation. I will do it as a video file, but if you want to modify it later on, you need to do it also like an image sequence. And yes, I guess I can now render it. This is just a test animation, so it will be quite small, but if you have more time, you can do it probably with a higher resolution and you will use some other elements as well. So we were successfully rendering it. I will save this file. And this was our small animation, which we did with a GIF, and we used it as a material. So you can really find lots of GIFs and lots of other small animations in the internet. And if it is not your main object, it will make your scene maybe at some point will make more richer and better interaction you will have in your scenes with small animations like this. But of course you can do it, for example, if you have some trees and there is some wind around your object and you would like to animate this, so you can really use 2D animations in your 3-dimensional scene. I hope you can do small animations with it, because it's just a bonus material for you, so you don't need to use it in your submissions. It's just if you would like to explore it a bit more. Thank you.